Hello, Internet. This is Doofus K. Welcome to, I should say, welcome back to Professional Farmer. I had sort of given up on this game actually because it was kind of a little too tedious for my liking. But here we are. In fact, I seem to have missed this. There was an update or an expansion or whatever you want to call it in about April that added what you're looking at right now. It's the USA map. So this is Professional Farmer Platinum Edition, I believe is what they call it. So we'll see what the deal is here. So it looks like we start, and supposedly this is a much bigger map, and they've also added things like potatoes and stuff like that too. So it should be interesting. The thing that I've noticed right away is that it runs much better, much faster. On the France map, I was getting marginally good frames per second, but this is I'm getting over 60 right now, even while I'm recording. So so good times. So let's see here. Um, I actually have 4 fields, interesting, and some animals too. So I actually haven't played this in a while, and I've never done anything with the animals. So hopefully we can figure it out here. How do I even play this game? All right, so we own these 4 fields. How big are we talking here? Okay. They said all these big fields. Well, I mean, mechanics, blah blah blah. This is all the same. Oh, this is different. Um, excuse me. Okay, so we got hay, which I don't believe I had before. Bird food, whatever that is. Um, and manure, which we didn't have to deal with before. So good times. So what do we got going on here? It's not plowed at all. Soil class B, whatever that means. Store, fuel, agricultural store, bank, soil class D. I don't even really know what that means, but what's with the crazy like camera thing there? All right, so let's see what we need to do here first. Probably plow would be what I would guess. So it looks like we start with a Lindner. How do I downshift again? Just drive right through the middle of my yard here with my plow attached. No big deal. I'm just trying to scope out all my stuff here. Alright, so looks like, oh, actually these are pretty big fields. Alright, I'll let it slide this time. What the heck kind of camera is that? Do I have speed control? I don't. Great. R for down. and go forward. Alright, so while this is going on, I can sort of talk here. I think I hit R to go up. So, yeah, like I said, I've sort of, ignored this game, or kind of set it aside, because I didn't really, it didn't really, I don't know, it didn't really trip my trigger, if you will. It seemed a little even more tedious and kind of annoying than Ag Sim 2013 did or does. I mean, it's, you know, it's obviously more solid. It doesn't crash, which is great. But, you know, the fact that the workers, you know, you're clicking and clicking and clicking and clicking all, you know, over and over and over again, that's sort of tedious, and I personally think kind of unnecessary. But, you know, a farming game that I have run across has yet to get that concept right. Because, you know, when you're hiring a worker, you don't have to be there every second of them doing something. Like, you expect them to know how to do things. It's just like a worker in any other field. No pun intended in that case, but you know, it seems like in all these games, you know, workers are considered cheating or whatever, and I just don't think that's true. I mean, or at least I should say I disagree with it. Whoops, sorry, I was paying more attention to my chair than my driving there. So, regardless, this is the USA map. The fields are pretty big, I should say. From first glance, it looked they weren't much bigger than the old ones, but they definitely are. So, so that will be good. I don't know the new equipment and stuff. I mean, obviously I don't have any money here, so I don't really, I can't really test anything, but from what it looks like, this map is significantly bigger, so I think this may be the answer to my woes, was that these other fields were so small that it was like you're doing the same thing over and over and over again, but you had to move to all these different places to do it. So, so this should be interesting to see, and the little blurb on Steam said that they have added stuff like potatoes and stuff like that, so that's a good thing to see. The animals I have done absolutely nothing with, because when I was playing before, they weren't even in the game, so that goes to show you how long it's been since I played. So it should be interesting, for sure. I am actually almost done with school. I think I mentioned in some comments, or maybe one of the last videos or something like that. My finals are this week, so I will definitely have more time to make some more content. During the school year is kind of a busy time for me because I'm working and going to school at the same time, so it's always a little bit of a challenge to get videos out and still have time to do school and some of the other things that I want to do. So, but anyway, ironically, summer is when I have the most free time to do stuff like this. So it should be interesting. And there are a few other games. I put a Farming World video out yesterday or the day before, depending on when I finish this and upload it. And I will try and have some more Ag Sim videos. I know that seems to actually be the most popular ones, but because it crashes so much, it's very hard to reliably make those kinds of videos. So we will have to see how that works. I might actually have to replace Ag Sim with this game. I don't think the graphics are quite as pretty in this game, but this game doesn't crash every 2 seconds. So it's got that going for it. And actually, I shouldn't say that. They are pretty in here. Lighting especially is much better in this game. So, and I can actually record and play at a reasonable frame rate, which is handy for me. So I wonder if that sound means that I'm like lugging the engine or something, that kind of sputtering, but I don't know. Other than that, I don't think really much has changed. I haven't really played Farming Simulator in a while, other than to buy couple of the expansions or DLC packs or whatever the kids are calling them these days. So we'll see how that turns out, but I wouldn't imagine it'd be much different, other than a few maybe a few more vehicles or what have you. So. So far, so good. I have actually remembered how to do this, which is nice. I do remember the first thing, or one of the first things I did was buy a bigger plow, because this is annoying. So I'll definitely have to look into that as soon as I can make some cash monies. And, I don't know. I mean, so far, other than the camera glitches there, it looks pretty nice. Being sort of from the Midwest, well, I mean, I am from the Midwest. I don't have really anything to do with farming, but I mean, I've grown up in the Midwest. There are plenty of farms out there, and it's sort of kind of the local thing around here is dairy farming. So it's interesting to see how these games depict it, and most of these games are not developed in the U.S., and so it's interesting to see the rest of the world's view on what American quote farming is. I can tell you that there are not very many duck farms. I think I saw that in the menu there. There are not very many duck farms in the U.S. anymore, and duck has sort of fallen out of favor with the American public for food stuffs. I would certainly say that beef and chicken would be the number one. So, or I actually don't know. Beef, chicken, and pork are probably the most popular ones, but whatever. Regardless, it's interesting to see, what these developers, think of American farm as. If you hear my mechanical keyboard and it's super annoying, I'm sorry, but I do like this keyboard. It's an old IBM Model 80, I think. Let me look on the bottom here. Oh, Model M. I'm sorry. Good lord, I should have remembered that. Anyway, it's an old IBM Model M from back in the, early 90s, or, actually, wait a minute, 80s maybe? Well, the copyright says 1984. It's manufactured in 1986, so it's old, but it's great. Anyway, the whole point of that story was if the clicking of my mechanical keyboard is annoying, I do apologize. And I had to turn the music off because I got a nastygram from YouTube a while ago that this music was copyrighted. So I don't know if it was the developer that sent a message into them about, identifying their music or what, but no music for you, unfortunately. Maybe when I edit it, I will put some canned, some of the free YouTube music in the background or something. It'll be interesting. I wonder if I have a harvester. That's going to be interesting to see, because $20,000 isn't going to buy me a harvester, I don't think. I keep on holding right click because I think it's Ag Sim. So yeah, farming. Good times, huh? Yeah. This is it, folks, right here. So, obviously, the update here hasn't changed any of this stuff. So, this is all going to be the same kind of jazz here. In fact, I probably could have had a worker do this. In fact, I probably will have a worker sow it for me, but I can at least cultivate. But maybe for the first season, like, get a worker in here and do it, and then wait until I can get some of the big boy equipment, and then I can do it myself instead of going back and forth a bajillion times like this. All right, area plowed 100%. I don't understand, like, whenever you go in the middle, the camera freaks out. Alright, so I have a baler, fertilizer, sower, cultivator. Looks like all the basics, but I don't think I have a fertilizer. Or, I mean, a harvester. Down? How do I detach this? Attachment down. That's rotating it. Okay, I want it down. Oh, and Q. Okay. So let's see what we got in the barn here. So I think it said we have one cow, which is good. So let's see what we got in here. How do we open this? Let's go to the map. Vehicles. So I only have one tractor. Okay, did it not just say... Oh, maybe that was a different field I was doing. Yes, this part is really kind of annoying. Like, I should be able to just say, worker, plow these fields in this order, and just be done with it. Instead of having to do this over and over again. So it undid... Wow, that's really annoying. So apparently when it says plow 100% on the little screen there, that doesn't really mean 100%. But oh, you can plant grass. Cool. Well, we're going to do wheat because we want straw and stuff for our animules. Yeah, we're just gonna do all wheat. All wheat all the time. How about that? Whoops. So let's see, we got hay, 1,000 kilograms, good enough. Oh, we do have chickens. Okay, good deal. So we got 5 chickens and 5 ducks. So looks like ducks are worth a little bit more than chickens. Obviously cows are worth the most. So let's go next round. I don't recall that animation being in there before. But who knows? Alright, so what do we got here? We got 1 cow. Looks like we got a manure tank here. I'm assuming this is where silage goes. Looks like hay goes in the little barn here, so actually we can do silage with corn. That's good times there. This is our little silo here. Oh, that's our baler. What is this? Oh, this is all of our goodies there. So I think I own 1 small silo, I think, if I remember right. Yeah, so I can only store wheat at the moment. That, however, will change as we get more money. So let's see, what do we got to do here? I believe what we have to do next is fertilize. So I think that calls it for this episode. Just to recap a little bit here. This is the Professional Farmer USA map, or add-on, whatever you want to call it. It looks like to be actually pretty decent. I'm much more engaged in the game than I was before. Whoa. So, we shall see how this turns out. So, stay tuned. Next episode, we'll go over fertilizing, not baling, which is what I was backing into there. We'll go over fertilizing and probably harvesting, and I guess it decided to rain, so that's a perfect time to end. Thanks again for watching, just a short update video, and this has been Doofus K, and thanks for watching. We'll talk to you later. Bye.